Alright, so what's your name and how old are you?
My name's Nish Ravichandran, and I am 21 years old.
Alright, great. So, where did you grow up and where's your family from?
I grew up in Detroit. Now I live in Philadelphia. My family is from Chennai, which is in South India.
Okay, cool. And so, when you're in Chennai, what would you say when you're greeting a friend?
When you're greeting a friend,
Mm-hmm.
so the way like city language is spoken over there, a lot of English words are incorporated into like my native language. So like you wouldn't use a Tamil word to greet someone unless like it was like a formal occasion. Right?
Okay.
Otherwise, you would just like greet someone with hello.
Okay, just hello?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. And so, do you use any gestures like hand movements, body posture, saluting when greeting a friend there?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I would have how it body language wise, it's similar to how I would imagine you would greet a friend in America.
Okay.
There aren't too many differences from that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes there's this, but that's only elders.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And so, I guess this goes to what you were saying earlier. So, would your gestures change at all when greeting a person in a formal fashion, like an employer?
Yeah, when you greet someone, well, not an employer. An employer, business relations are similar to business relations in the U.S. too. A firm handshake and eye contact are fine.
Okay.
But, I mean, if you're, like, greeting elders or something like that, someone who is, like, above your station in life, so to speak, I mean, like, you just this. That's it.
Okay, cool. Great.
Yeah, that's simple.
And so, we discussed elders a bit more, but so with most other family members, would you change your gestures at all, or would it also be like the same informal kind of thing?
It's very informal,
Okay.
generally speaking. There's not a lot of heavy importance attached to like greetings other than greeting someone older than you.
Okay, cool.
You just have to show people their respect.
Mm-hmm. And so if you're introducing yourself to someone for the first time, what would you say to them in that case? Would it be similar to how you do it in America?
Very much so, yeah. I mean, if you were introducing yourself to someone that like you had never met before and you were being very formal, you would just use very formal language and be like, hello, nice to meet you, my name is so-and-so, and you know, here's who I am. Just be very courteous, respectful, and yeah.
Okay, cool. And then so would your response change at all depending on the person's age or gender, or?
Well, I mean, yes, it would vary, but it would vary similarly to like, how do you greet people that are different ages in America? You know what I mean? It's the exact same kind of thing. If you're greeting someone that's younger than you, it's probably going to be very informal.
Okay.
And they're going to show you a certain degree of measured respect. Whereas if you're dealing with your parents, that's something completely different. So.
Okay, cool. And so, where, from whom, and under what circumstances did you first learn what gestures to use? Was it just through like family or just
my parents
viewing interaction? Okay.
My parents. Yeah. I watched how my parents dealt with other people, and I listened to how they expected me to deal with other people, and that's how I dealt with other people. It's worked for me.
And so when you're talking about how you'd greet elders, when you're saying like you would maybe incorporate some more Tamil words in there, what would those words be?
I wouldn't incorporate any any words. It's just that like I wouldn't say hello to someone that's 75 years old because people like 75-year-olds in India generally don't speak English. So you know what I mean.
And so I guess what would you say to them in that language?
I mean, I would just be very respectful. You know what I mean? I would just be like namaste, you know, and then I would just tell them my name, and then you don't speak unless you're spoken to, and you're just like, you know what I mean? You answer their questions.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.